Hi guys, I know it has been a hot minute, and yes, this video is going to be about my bullet journal, but before I get into it, I thought I would jump on here real quick and just give you guys an update because I feel that you guys should have one. A lot of you have been asking where I've been, what's going on, did I leave YouTube? And it's no, I didn't leave YouTube, but I have to take a giant step back and kind of focus on me. You know, the short of it all is that I've spent years on YouTube, and for many of you, maybe some of you, not sure, may not know that I also had a YouTube channel before I had Do What You Love, and it was called Missy's Book Cubby. I hope I'm looking in the right place, not to change the subject, but I'm using my phone just because it's easier right now. And I'm looking at the dots, so I hope looks like I'm looking at you. But I had a booktube channel, Missy's Book Cubby, before I had Do What You Love. So I have been on YouTube for quite some time, probably almost 5 years. And that has made me be kind of glued, so to speak, to my desk. If that makes sense, because, you know, even with crafting, you know, you have to spend hours creating and crafting, making the videos, and then sitting at your desk again to edit the videos. Editing can take up hours of your day as well. And I have to tell you, spending hours for years on end at my desk has really not done me and my body any favors, if we'll just put it that way. I'm kind of in a place right now where it's no secret that I'm overweight. My videos have kind of always focused on me trying to get healthy, and I'm also having some issues right now with my one leg, where the doctors tell me I have vein thrombosis. I hope I'm saying that correct. I think that's what it's called. So again, long story short, I've even posted on my Do What You Love Instagram. If you guys want to see what I've been up to follow me at my new Instagram, my accountability account. I have been really focusing on me, period. And it's really been paying off. I've lost, as of like almost 3 weeks ago, I lost 37 pounds. I'm not weighing myself every week. But as of 3 weeks ago, so, and just been really focusing on me. Since the move, I'm focusing on me, and I have to be honest, my creative outlet has been my journaling. I pour my heart into my journaling. I have a bullet journal, which you guys are very familiar with if you've been with me for any length of time, my bullet journal, but I've also started another journal. That journal is called my war binder. I've shared a few little things out of this as well. So my creative outlet right now really and truly is only journaling. I get up very early in the morning. I drink my coffee, spend my time with the Lord. I pour my heart out into being creative and drawing and journaling and quotes and whatever I got going on. And then really and truly the rest of the day is focused on me. Exercising, I gotta walk, I gotta exercise, I gotta food prep, whatever it is. So I don't want to say my excuses. I don't want to be nailed down, so to speak, to my desk. So that is really reflected in my YouTube uploading videos. I think it's been a month since my last video. I'm not quitting YouTube, but I have to take a big step back. I am not going to upload as often. I don't know what kind of creative, crafty videos will be coming your way. Right now, it's probably going to be mostly journaling type of things, my bullet journal, if I find some cool little things that I do in there, whatever it may be. I have no desire to go to craft stores at the moment. I got rid of so much stuff when I moved, and I still have so much stuff. It's just not reasonable for me to go to a craft store and buy more things until I use what I have, if that makes sense. So hauls and things like that, I just don't feel like that's in my future at the moment. I know when the holidays and things roll around and all that stuff, I know I'll be back at the Dollar Tree and I'll have DIYs that I want to do in my new house and stuff like that. But for right now, that stuff kind of is just on the back burner. And I hope you guys can understand. I will be uploading. If you guys enjoy seeing some of my personal life, let me know down in the comments. I can do some vlogging of my weight loss journey, and if I do some fun things this summer, which I have every intention on doing, things like that, I can incorporate into my channel here. But as far as the crafty thing goes, my creative outlet truly is right now journaling. And I am more than happy to share my bullet journal and things like that with you guys. It just probably would only be like a video a week or a video like every 2 weeks. It really just depends on what's going on. Because on top of me focusing on me, I'm also in the process of finishing my 3rd book to the Burning Trilogy. I'm also an author. And then I'm also starting to write my first inspirational novel. So that also keeps me sitting at a desk or on a couch with a table, and I'm really trying to avoid that as much as possible. I need to be moving. I need to be out from underneath the desk. I need to be walking. I need to be proactive. I need to be moving for my health. Not that I don't enjoy crafting. I think you guys, if you've been with me for a while, know that I love crafting and that I get super, like, stupid excited over stickers and washi and crafting stuff. And that hasn't changed. It's just that my lifestyle has to change for me, basically for my life. So with all that being said, I probably just wasted like 6-7 minutes. I'm probably gonna start the video right now. So what I'll do is this will just kind of be a voiceover. And what I'm doing is, I know it's kind of early, but I'm already focused on July. So enough about me. That's my update. Let's get back into my journal here, my bullet journal for the month of July. That's watermelon themed, and I will do a voiceover with that. And I love you guys, and thank you for supporting me, and I will be talking to you soon, I promise. And if you want to stay connected with me on a more deeper level, more consistent, please check me out on my Instagrams. You will see me more often there than not. Love you guys. Alright guys, here we go with July's spread. I'm working in a different format, as you guys may have noticed by now. My little traveler's notebook bullet journal is kind of falling apart at the seams. When I do a full flip through of that, you guys will see. So I decided to go larger because I'm really enjoying bullet journaling. So I found an awesome larger book. It's called Sketch in the front. It's really for like sketching, but I found it at Target and it was on sale. And I was like, for the price, I'm just gonna grab it up and we're gonna go for it. I don't care that it's for sketching. I'm going to use it for bullet journaling. So I'm doing larger scale bullet journaling now because I'm just in love with it, and my other little book is falling apart. I love my traveler's notebook, but those books are not made the best. But as usual, I have my theme all sketched out very lightly in pencil. You might be able to see. And like I mentioned before, it's I'm doing complete watermelon themed. And one thing that I do very different in my bullet journals, because I don't work and I don't have like tons and tons of stuff going on, is I don't do 4 spreads, so to speak, for weekly like planning stuff. I just don't. I do other things like trackers, I guess is a better way to put it. Things that I do throughout the month that I want to track, instead of making 4 separate pages for the week and the days in it, and writing things that I have going on. And it is summer and my daughter's out of school and it's just us, so I don't have a lot going on. So instead of wasting 4 pages like that, I did more tracking kind of stuff. So that is one way that my bullet journal differs from others. But it's okay. It's my bullet journal. That's what I want to do it, and that is the beauty of journaling and doing these kinds of things. Yours doesn't have to look like anybody else's, and you need to make it specific to you and what works for you, and that's what I really, really love. So the first page is just simple. It's just this cute little watermelon that I took a bite out of to let us know that we are in the month of July, and we're going to turn the page and we're going to get busy on the next page. And again, it's the same kind of thing. I just kind of sketched everything out very lightly in pencil, and I'm going to use my wonderful markers to get it all down. And what I'm doing here, as you can see, this is my habit tracker, and above each little block there I have the habit that I want to track, which is like exercise, right? One I forgot to put in there was water. I wanted to track my water, but I'll do it in another way. So how I got these perfect little blocks, if you will, is I just took my bank card and laid it down and traced it out, and that's how I got those perfect little blocks. And I'm showing you these new markers that I am experimenting with and I actually like, and they're called brush markers, and I wish I could find more of them, but these markers are so darn expensive. I looked at some of these at Michael's, and man, like for 14 of them they're like $59.99. But I really do like them. I like the effect, and they don't bleed, they don't ghost, so I really do like them. So I might have to invest in some more, but they remind me of like a watercolor kind of marker, which is kind of odd to put together, but they really do the job, and I like it. So what I'm doing is I'm just making like bubble letters around the initial letter, which I like that look, and I carry that theme throughout the entire month of July. And this is just a close-up of how I'm going to track these kinds of things. And no cheat is meaning no cheating on my diet, if anybody is wondering what that meant. And then we're going to move on to the next page. And the next page here is going to be for my brand new book. I started a book club, we'll just put it that way. I started a book club, and I named my book club Books and Giggles, and we are very active. And if anybody would ever be interested in joining my book club, you could be a outside person, and I would do actually lives and stuff with you guys and with the whole book club. If you guys would ever be interested in joining my book club, I don't know if that's weird, but we have weekly meetups and all that stuff, so I want to track our meetups, where we're going. And then with our meetups, we've decided that we're going to go to different wineries and places like that and get new wine. So below it, I'm also going to track our new wine that we try, like where we got it from, what we thought, and things like that. Because in our meetups, when we discuss the books, we always have food and everything. So it's always nice to have a nice glass of wine with our book discussions, and we go to movies and things like that. But that's so beside the point. But I'm super enjoying my book club. Anyway. So here you go, I'm doing a little bit about that, and I just named it New Wine, and I did my little best sketch that I could of a wine bottle and a little wine glass. So that is my trackers, and then what I did is I just made little watermelon seeds beside each thing, which I believe the top one said books we read and then places we went, and then my new wine ones will say things like wines we tasted and wines we liked. So I have that all on one page, and I love it, and I'm so excited over this book club, if I haven't already mentioned that already. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments. I'll accommodate you the best I can. And then I just carried over that cute little watermelon theme down there at the bottom, and I'm basically just doing the same thing. I'm going to use little watermelon seeds to track all of that as well. And I really like how that page turned out. See, books we read, places we meet, our meetups. There's the new wine, and if my voiceover doesn't match exactly with what you're seeing in the moment, it's because for whatever reason when I use my phone to film, it's like when I edit, it's always like 5 seconds behind. So if I'm talking and it's not matching up exactly what you're saying, I'm sorry about that. Anyways, the next page is something I really enjoy, and it is my happy thoughts page, and I like this because I like to go back and reflect, and plus it keeps me positive throughout the month. So what I do is I try to wake up every day and write down something that I'm happy for, I'm thankful for, something that's going on good in my life so that I remain in a positive place. It just helps me remain positive. Being positive is so important these days. So it's just happy thoughts, and I just drew teeny little picnics, and yes, Juicy is with a C and not an S. I don't know why I did that, but anyways. And then my next page, S&M SM tracker, is social media. Nothing crazy, you know, for all of yous out there that love them. Christian Grey. No, it's not what you think. It's a social media tracker. So atop I have my YouTube, and again, it's the same kind of thing. Days I uploaded, instead of writing out the whole entire month, I just drew little watermelon seeds, and I will write on the days, the date that I upload. And the same thing for my Instagram, which is the one below it. I did the same thing with watermelon seeds, but there are 3 rows because I have 3 Instagrams. So the first one is, I think it says MR, which is my Missy Reynolds. The next one is Missy Shrinks, and then the next one is my author page. So I just have 3 rows of watermelon seeds, and I will color the watermelon seeds in as those days that I upload. And I'll number them 1 through 31. And that's how I did that page. I think it turned out real good, and I just did a real light coloring in that. And that is pretty much where I'm at in my July bullet journal, and I love it. I really think it turned out nice. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. Have a wonderful day, and always do what you love.